In 2025, we generated almost 15 million for trading course sellers or trading info businesses. Some of our clients were even scammers. We had to cut ties. I will name drop later, but most of them do change thousands of lives, by helping people learn how to day trade. That adds more value to the world than trading itself. But I'm going to break down where the money actually goes when someone buys a $10,000 one-on-one mentorship or $100 Discord, stuff like that, and who's really behind the scenes. Not the growth operators, not the influencers, people above the influencers, people financing their lifestyles, stuff like that. So in 2025, a creator called Luke Belmar, who I'm sure you've heard of, got exposed in a lawsuit for basically someone who wasn't capable of building a personal brand, wasn't good on camera, financed his lifestyle so that he could create a big brand and sell courses off of that lifestyle. So the lifestyle wasn't actually created through the knowledge he's selling, and he hasn't actually made any money doing what he's teaching people how to do. And I think that arrangement is far more common than people realize. So I'm going to go into that as well. But first, we're going to go a little bit into what actually happens when a course gets bought, or a trading Discord, or a $10,000 one-on-one program, gets bought from TJR or LXG, Casper SMC. Because believe it or not, those guys buy courses too. Those guys get scammed too. They buy programs. They need help as well. And, their lifestyle isn't, all coming from trading and course selling, like I just said. So like I said earlier, we generate millions for trading creators or trading infopreneurs, and they pay us a lot for that. We help them dial in their audiences, their traffic quality, their conversion rates, their sales teams. In fact, if you are a trading info business owner and you're watching this, just head to the description to see how we might be able to help you. But back to the pyramid scheme, right? From the outside looking in, it probably looks like, info business, like influencer, and then prop firm brokerage, and then at the bottom, beginner traders, right? But like I just said, in reality, there's people at the top of that, above all of that. And a lot of people think all of this stuff going on, they think prop firms are, a scam, and courses are a scam, which that does happen. And there is a lot of prop firms out there that deny payouts for no reason, right? And courses that are, outdated knowledge, and the team behind it doesn't actually care about you getting results. And we don't work with any of those people, just to be clear. The people who really earn the money in this industry are companies you've probably never heard of, like Closers.io, companies like Consulting.com, and companies like ours, BusinessGrow.com, companies who help these influencers, because they were just traders. They weren't born with the knowledge of how to get millions of followers, get views from the exact right people. They didn't build. If you go on the website and you believe it was built by them, you believe the email automations were built by them, the sales team was built by them, you're stupid. And people get paid a lot of money to know how to do that well and do it for these people, get these people more views from the right people. So it's not all going to LXG's Bugatti, it's not all going to TJR's Koenigsegg, it's going to, other places. And without companies like that, these trading influencers would get way less sales because they don't know marketing and sales at a high level. They've never scaled a company to, 8 figures in revenue, right? Or a sales team to having multiple closers on the calendars, 10 setters, and they don't know lead scoring. They don't know all of that stuff, right? So where do you think they learn that, or who does that for them? And I'm not saying that those companies are at the top of the pyramid scheme. I think there is an argument for prop firms and brokerages probably do make the most money in this space. But there is a lot more behind the scenes than people know. And I think the real pyramid scheme, and it's actually a good one, is that the value trickles down from the top, because the value is created at the sale of the course, if it's a good course or a good program. Because let's be real, these programs are changing thousands of lives per month. Whereas day trading itself doesn't add any value to the world. You're not helping the world by just sitting there day trading. You only get to help the world by teaching people that skill. And then when that happens, that beginner trader, then once they become profitable, they move up to the next level of the pyramid scheme. They start selling the course, right? And the guy who sold them the course might end up moving up the pyramid scheme to, the companies that help the influencers and stuff. An example of that is William Brown. He made $16 million selling a trading course, sold that business for multiple seven figures, probably not much, maybe like 2 or 3 million or something like that. And now he does 500K per month in consulting for these info businesses, helping people learn high ticket sales, stuff like that. I've personally spent $40,000 with William Brown. Another example is Ben Zogby, sold his trading info business for multiple seven figures. He does have a non-compete, so he can't help other info businesses, but you move up the pyramid scheme, right? Like, you're a beginner trader, then you get your prop firm payout, you start selling a course, and then that guy moves up. And I think that is honestly pretty fucking good. And the value trickles down from the top, because without the guys at the top who know marketing and sales, that wouldn't happen, because a lot less people would learn how to trade, and the trading influencers would not learn marketing and sales as quickly, and the industry itself would generate a lot less money if it wasn't for the guys at the top helping them with the marketing and the sales. So this industry gets its scam stigma from a lot of programs that are honestly not malicious, but just ran by bad business people who don't really value their customers as much as they should. And I don't think there are many people. There are people out there who are going like, let's scam some beginners. Let's just make a bunch of course money, not even knowing how to trade. And that does happen. And I know we've worked with people who do that, who I think sit there, giving alerts that they're just copying from other people. And they have like 10 analysts on the back end. We all know this. This happens, right? And when we catch it, we have to cut ties, obviously. It doesn't happen often with us, but that does happen. And it's a shame about that, because if this industry didn't have this stigma, a lot more people would change their lives through day trading, I think. And so I'm personally working to fix that, and you should too. And I think we should partake in this pyramid scheme, because I think it's pretty good for the world. My own brother got a prop firm payout from being a complete beginner within 1.5 months of buying one of our clients' courses. It was amazing. And I think that that's really good for the world, because this 9-to-5 system that a lot of people are trapped in is not good. And this is a way that we can actually fight against that. If you choose to look at it that way, then maybe actually I'm the bad guy, to be honest. And I'm just justifying it out of greed and selfishness. But I do believe what I'm saying. I want to get back to who is really financing the lifestyle of creators like Alex G. Like, we spoke about the Luke Belmar thing. I think another one is Wes Watson. I like his content, but I don't think he actually knows anything about business. And I think I know there are people above these influencers who give them, say, 10 million, get yourself some Bugattis, get yourself a nice house. I'll pay for that, but I want you to double or triple my money in course sales because you have social media skills and I don't. And I think that that's happening a lot more than we realize. I do think TJR can afford the Koenigsegg from his course sales. I believe they do 1 million to 1.2 million a month in high ticket sales. They have like 15 closers, sales manager. Someone who works for us was on their sales team. But Alex G, can he really afford 2 Chirons and that house? Is he really on that yacht that he's on right now for New Year's Eve with course money? He's definitely not on it from trading money. We all know that. But I don't think he can make enough from courses to do that shit. And so I'm pretty sure he's got an investor financing it, you know what I mean? Who's probably also invested in his trading as well. He probably also trades that guy's money as well, That is going on, I'm pretty sure. So that's a lot of stuff about this whole industry that I don't think most people realize. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but all the people in the Instagram comments, I don't think that they actually realize that that's what's happening. They know that it's all course money funding their lifestyle, or they think it is, but more often than not, the courses aren't even making you enough money to fucking get that lifestyle if you're Alex G. So that's kind of my point. That's kind of what I wanted to expose, because not enough people know that. And so if you're buying someone's course because they have nice things and you believe they make a lot of money, be very careful, because they might not even make that money from the course. They might have that money. They might not even have that money. But yeah, we all know there's renting going on. That's a rented Lambo or whatever. We all know that shit, but there's a level above. And so if you are a trading creator, a trading infopreneur, and you want more course sales, mentorship sales, primarily trading Discord sales is kind of what we specialize in. You can just book a call below, hop on with our customer success director. He's actually our customer success director. I'm not just framing a closer like that. He actually is. And you can just talk about what it would look like, to work with us. We'll go into some of your metrics. We actually give people custom guarantees for their revenue growth. So we set a revenue target as a guarantee, and if you don't hit that, we'll give you a full refund plus 1K to say sorry. Pretty good offer. I think it's the most ethical way to do this. If it doesn't work, we didn't deserve the money. So just book a call below and see if we can help.